Something's Brewing takes us to Southington. Skygazer Brewing Company just opened in mid-March. They brew here, they can here, but they have a different type of business model. We are going to talk about that and try some beer. Eric Tynick joining us now, owner brewer of Skygazer Brewing Company. So nice to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
You have such a great little space.
Thank you.
What made you decide to say, hey, I'm going to start brewing full time?
The love of craft beer. So one of my partners, Taylor, and I just were big craft beer fans and decided about 4 years ago that we wanted to start home brewing. So we went in halves on equipment and started home brewing, brewed every week consistently for years, and then just basically decided to take the next step.
So talk a little bit about your place, because it's a little different than some breweries.
Yeah, so we have a completely different business model. We manufacture and can everything that we make, and we sell direct out of here. We do offer on Saturdays free samples, so everything that we have for sale, you can taste before you buy it. We're starting with this model, and we do have plans in the future to expand into a tap room.
Absolutely, yes. All right, so let's get into the beers. Your first one is an IPA.
Yeah, so Reverse Cosmosis is a single IPA. It's more on the tropical side, but it does have a little bit of the earthy dankiness to it, just really nice and refreshing. And
now, is it super hoppy?
We are hop heads, but we try to get our hop flavor and aroma, you know, very present but very smooth. So they are pretty hoppy beers. Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited to try that because, okay, the beer folks are going to be like, oh my goodness, but I've been getting into IPAs, which when we first started this segment, I really wasn't too much of a fan, but yeah. I guess your taste buds change over the years.
Yeah, and not only that, but I think the industry as a whole is changing, and IPAs used to be really bitter, and now the bitterness is coming down because hoppiness is not necessarily bitterness.
And then what about your double IPA?
And then so the double IPA, I brewed it with a little bit more of a malt backbone in mind, so we used a certain grain that has a little bit more of a maltiness to it, but I used all really fruity hops. So the big dry hop with Amarillo, Cashmere, and Zytho. So it's got a really fruity aroma, really fruity flavor. We get a lot of orange peel and like orange marmalade, people are saying. But then it has that malt backbone to it, and it's a 7.9% double.
And then speaking of fruity, you have a new fruit beer.
Yes, so our watercolors is our sour series. It's a kettle soured Berliner Weiss, and basically the base recipe is consistent with every one, but we do different fruit in each release. For the 4th of July, we brewed a special red, white, and blue watercolors, which is raspberry, blueberry, and vanilla. And they're all brewed with a touch of lactose just to give it a little bit of sweetness, bring that fruit forward. Absolutely delicious.
And last but not least, you have a stout.
Yeah, so this stout we're really happy with. The first batch we ever brewed on the commercial system was the same recipe. It's called Dark Matter. It's a maple coffee stout. The aroma alone, I mean, it smells like a cup of cold brewed coffee. And then we quadruple the maple syrup in this batch. You get a ton of maple. It's thick, it's sweet, very decadent, more of a dessert stout, milk stout. But if you like that type of stout, you're going to love it.
So Eric, you have a few events coming up, one in August.
We do. Monday, August 5th is the Eli Cannon's Charity Brew Fest, and that starts at 4 p.m. We're scheduled to attend that. In September, we have Small State Great Beer, which
huge event.
I'm just finalizing that as well right now. And in October, we have the Crazy Brew Bash at Mount Southington in Southington.
Great. All right. Well, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Hopefully next time I can come back, I meet your other two partners.
That would be great. Yeah, John is doing the Eli Cannon's Bash with me, or festival with me, and then we're still figuring out the logistics on the other two.
Everyone else, yeah. Yep. All right. Well, cheers and congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you.
Much success.
Thank you very much.
Something's Brewing at Skygazer Brewing Company.
Thank you.